Hey guys, Bill Gibson here with Orange County Beekeeping Mentorship. We're gonna get in this hive. Now last November, December, this hive was sitting between 5 and 8 frames of bees. It is March 25th. We have 2 boxes full of bees. I'm gonna open it up, show you guys what we're looking at in springtime, Southern California. And this is pretty much exactly where you want your bees, all right? So let's get in here, check it out, and I'm gonna tilt the camera down so you guys can follow along. Before I smoke it, we're gonna get in here, we're gonna take a little look. All right, so there's a few bees in this box. We're gonna gently shake this down. Okay, very gently. Use a puff of smoke. Watch how fast we can clear these frames with just some gentle smoke. It's a little warmer today, so the wax in the hive is softer, so the frames slide a little bit better. So I see in this frame a whole bunch of nectar. It's glistening, looks good. It's exactly what we want to see. Just a really soft shake. This side hasn't been pulled yet. We have a few drones running around in here. Seeing a lot of drones in the hive right now. This side, we have capped brood and eggs going out toward the outside. So that's about a quarter frame of capped brood if we're counting what's in the hive. Okay, so some abnormalities here. So we're going to shake these bees off gently. This is why we check. You guys see this? That's a queen cell. So we're going to take that down, put the resources back in the hive. We're going to just kind of flatten this down a little bit. And we saw a lot of this last year. Not a lot, but we saw it. We're just gonna take this out. It's called making a correction. Try not to smash the bees while we do this, but we don't want our frames glued together on the inside. So this is a correction. We just smash it down and then we put it back in. So I would say it's going to be on the next frame too, because they were building bridge comb. That's what we call that. They're bridging it from one frame to another. So again, really a gentle shake. Queen cell. So again, we just destroy that. Smash down this bridge comb a little bit. We flip it over and we check. Okay, right here, that's a swarm cell. So we're gonna pick it up and we're gonna go through it a little bit on the camera. all this weird abnormality, we just smash it down and tell the bees to fix it. This is drone. So springtime, Southern California, this is what happens, you guys. No matter how much room you give that queen to lay, they do want to build swarm cells. The older your queens get, the more apt they are to build queen cells because they're not giving off the pheromone as much as they were when they were younger. That keeps all the bees in line. So right there at the bottom. None here. The key is just a gentle shake. Keep all the bees in the box. I pull it out first and I look to see if I see the queen up here. All eggs, all larvae on this frame. Drones. I'll give this one a little shake. See how gentle that was? Very gentle. I'm gonna shake a little bit more off. We'll bring this up here tight to the camera. So in these frames, there's all larvae. It's all laid up. Very good layering here. Just keeping the bees in the box, off the top of the frames. So when the bees are looking at you, they're focused on you. So this is one of these frames. This isn't our frame. This is from a very famous manufacturer here in the US, but this is not the frames we use, because you guys can tell why. Nothing's pulled on this frame, or very little is pulled on this frame. Let's go to this side and take a look. Again, gentle shake. Making a couple corrections, getting rid of any queen cups we see. All right. Cups, correction. That's a queen cell. We'll bust that open and take a look inside on the camera. Just crunching down anything that looks like a queen cell, you guys. Preventing swarming. They haven't pulled this yet. A newer frame. They just got the middle of that done. Just make some corrections because this makes me crazy. There we go. That's how they should be pulling it, like that. Nice and smooth. bees on this frame, how they just like gravity makes them move. All right, good healthy colony. Usually no queen cells on these outer frames, but I want you guys to check. No queen cells. All nectar on this frame. So we had queen sign, we had queen cells. Now we're gonna pull this box off and readjust the camera. Let me show you a couple queen cells first. Come over here. The queen cell. So let's open it up. The bottom, right there. That's the royal jelly. Should we eat this? We would dare the kids to eat this if they were here. So another queen cell. So why do we come in and we take this stuff down? Because that'll hatch out in 14 days, and you guys will have about 14 days from now, and you guys will have a new queen and a swarm in the hive. All right, let's put this frame back in. Gently, shoulder to shoulder, just like that. We're gonna give them a good puff of smoke. Gonna get them off the side of the box, away from the handles. Look at that box of bees. Try to stay out of the sunlight for you guys. These pads are coming out, they're old. A pretty full brood box, right? A lot of bees, just gentle smoke. Relax. Get that first frame out. Keep your smoker close. You're just gonna work one frame at a time. So what do we have here? We have pollen, nectar. We're just gonna move this one out and put it on top of the hive over here, giving us room. Drones, workers. Larvae, eggs, pupa, pollen. And again, if you gotta shake bees, watch this, real gentle, okay? Now you guys can see that frame better. No queen cells there. No queen cells here. Back in the hive. All these bees on top. We don't want to blow them out of the front of the box, but we don't want them really crawling out of the box. So just a couple nice, gentle puffs of smoke to push them down on the frames. Tool goes in. Oh, look at that, man, I just got stung. You guys are a witness. I've been stung. My very first time ever in my entire life, I've been stung. Pollen, resources, eggs, nectar, more pollen. Show you guys all the pollen. Show the pollen on that frame. Larvae, cap brood, eggs, pollen. We smoke the side of the box, pushing the bees back in. So now we're going to move a little faster. You guys don't need to move this fast. Take your time. Cap brood, definite brood frame. The last one was a brood frame. This is all cap brood. So cap brood, larva, pollen, nectar, cap brood. Queen's doing a great job. We're really happy. Obviously this hive is going to explode. We got 20 frames of bees on this box right now. We have 20 frames in the box. We're running 2 double deeps with 10 frames each. As you guys can see, very, very full of bees, this hive. Very full of bees. Again, a gentle shake. No queen cells. Back in gently, always gently. Just because you don't see the queen doesn't mean she's right there. So slow down. Be careful when you put it back in. We always look first. Get in the light. With all the brood on this frame, I would be very doubtful she's on this frame. There's just nowhere for her to lay. Give it a quick shake, gentle shake. See that? Everything comes off. Nectar, cap brood, larva, all of it. Now we're gonna get the bees back in the box. Take a second. Take your time. Now, as calm as these bees are, we're down in the brood box. You know, we got close to 20 frames of bees. I know this is my queen in here. I know they haven't swarmed because the hive is completely full. It is jam-packed. There's our queen. The green queen right here. So, what a beaut. This queen went in fall, and she is a production master. So watch this trick. I'm gonna keep my eye on her as I flip this. She's right here. Now we're gonna put it down, and we know she's here on this frame. We know she's not on this frame or the other 3 frames. So now we can really move. Not that I want you guys to do this, but now we can move just like this. No queen cells. Check. Back in. See this? Don't like that. That's a queen cup. We're gonna get rid of that. Just clean this up real quick. This is drone. See how it sticks out a little bit? Turn it like that. Get out of the sun. That's drone comb. That's natural. Nothing to fret about. All the bees back in the box. We're almost done here, you guys. I mean, I want you guys to move a little slower than me, but this is how you do it. Just a little bit of smoke, pushing the bees back in the box, taking your time. So without that queen, we can do that. So this is all nectar. This is fresh nectar. Let's see if the camera will pick up on this. Oh, geez, that's why we do it over the hive. Every drop of that will go back in the hive. So the bees are on a flow, ladies and gentlemen. Push over real slow. Get all the bees back in the box. Put this frame back in. We're super happy with this. Loads of bees, bees everywhere, springtime conditions, nectar flow. I mean, look at this. It's awesome. So let's take a minute. Let's push the bees up the box. We know our queen's safe. She's in the hive. We know she's brilliant. She's a brilliant queen by the way she lays. All right, how do we put this box on with all these bees? One more puff. So we grab this box and we gently slide it on, pushing the bees out of the way, and then we're going to twist it very, very slowly. Just pushing the bees out of the way. Just like that. So we did that in about 22 minutes. And you guys see all the bees in here. You saw all the brood in this hive. What to do, what to do. This is where we put a queen excluder and a honey super on it if we're running honey supers. If we're not running honey supers, we're gonna put another deep on here right now. So we're gonna slide this one on. Slide it on gently. We're gonna take these, put them back in the box. So now let me look through here. See all this pulled comb? It's fairly pulled on this frame. We got frames with pulled comb on them. There we go. Move this to the middle. Move this one to the middle. So whether you're putting on a second box, a third box, I like to push all the pulled comb right to the middle in case the queen just wants to come up right through there, or the bees want to store nectar right above there. There's pulled comb right in the middle for their convenience. Right, so the mite treatment just came off this hive. We will write it down. We will schedule a mite check in 2 weeks. Slide that right on. There we go. So we put the notch side up. That way it doesn't create an exit here because we're in Southern California. A secondary exit is a entrance for robber bees. Remember that. Lid goes on. We're done here. So why did we put a third box on instead of a honey super? Why a third deep? Ungodly heavy. Well, it's because we can make a lot of bees in this box. Obviously, this queen is a super queen, super productive. The bees are insanely calm. They're very, very friendly. I mean, we went down into 20 frames of bees, the brood box, opening up comb, getting royal jelly on our fingers, and you guys saw how the bees reacted. They're brilliant bees, great queens. The third box, the third deep, so like I said, 1, we can raise more bees. 2, they'll build honey up here too. So we'll pull the honey on the individual frames, spin it out, bring it back, and put it back in. So we're gonna see if we can make more honey this way or more honey with the queen excluder. All right, so this has been your springtime dive into the hive again. And just remember, shake the bees gently, don't get them agitated. Get your smoker lit first thing. Make sure you got smoke. And above all, you guys, catch the buzz. All right, everybody, head to ocbeekeeping.com, scroll across the top to the education tab. There'll be a drop-down window. You'll see the mentorship. Click on the mentorship, read about it, and join. Become a better beekeeper right now. Catch the buzz.